Anyways, we are here. Winners finals of R2AS number 10. Lone versus Deltabolt. And I'm pretty sure this is a bud check so far. Yeah, we are bud checking. We got some time to talk about how this one's gonna go. Again, we talked a little bit on this earlier about how Forsburn still has some pretty prominent tools, like given the obviously his more potent aerial game and the pressure he has from under the platform in general with the clone. And now Maypul though is really good at challenging Forsburn, going for those grounded setups, getting her grounded movement. It's when we get fancy. When Forsburn gets fancy, then Maypul struggles a little bit to keep up. So it's like, will we get fancy? Do we have? I mean, we got the fancy skin on.
Yeah, look at the fit.
There we go. Yo, we see the fit Piccolo.
Oh,
whoa, hold on.
Rock again.
Ole.
Do it.
Dude.
Do it again. All right.
We're getting iced out.
I think the game just gives up. Yeah.
Actually, what happens?
Yeah, they're just like, yeah, you think this bit's funny, huh? And then it just cancels out.
I love when the game calls you unfunny to your face. Like, yeah, pal. Find new material.
You're not that guy.
You're not that guy, pal. You're not that guy.
What's kind of difficult for Forsburn in this matchup as well is that Maples could have an easy time getting rid of the smoke on the stage.
That's true.
Dude, the siege just ripped through all of it.
Go immediately. Like you say, you know, like the C-toss and just like the super quick movement from Lone is going to be putting out some very good pressure early on, and with the leading at smoke, big down strong coming out too as well. Deltabolt looking to play forward here at the beginning, recognizing that, like, okay, you can't play the more reserved setup game, so it's just like encroaching and keeping this people on the back foot early on, which seems to be working so far.
Yeah. Got a huge little interactions earlier and a missed attack by Maypul. They'll go over to the grab and consistently throwing out the smoke. I'm loving this from Deltabolt. Real good movement. Reading aerials with galore, but the down strong, that's going to cover everything. And great combo by Lone.
There we go. 90% though. Lone looking to get amped back up here again, deleting those smoke, not letting Deltabolt get set up back in the corner, and the aggression again and again, running back into the fray. Back throw comes out. Gets set up at the ledge once more. Big vanish. Whoa. Up airs come through. Quarters at the corner as well. Waiting for this Forsburn to make a play. Goes higher with that recovery. Gonna punish accordingly there with that back throw. Gets back on there with the side special. Not gonna find that down air, unfortunately, in place. But oh, no case set up for you. A little too late on the pull there.
Yeah, check. Okay. I don't think I can really punish this one. Make sure I do a little bit of a jab so I won't be put in that carry stun. And all of a sudden, trying to land these down tilts, but all of them just missed barely. Great, strong by Lone. Gets the nice little lead started, but Deltabolt will be able to shift this on a dime. Just needs to get a good interaction going, and the hard DI in from Lone, trying to maybe get a dash, just gets eaten alive, and Deltabolt immediately evens the set.
Very good stuff there from Deltabolt, brings back. And now, I mean, Lone like opting for the exact same thing, right? Playing underneath his Godai platforms, waiting for Lone, look for like an aerial drop combo. Now we opting back to ledge here, trying to catch this Forsburn. Little crazy, the big gut attack, just go through basically everything he's throwing out there. And the tether, whoa! All right, what are we going for there?
I don't know. Deltabolt find some way to get some way to land, get out of disadvantage. We need to see that usual gameplay with the nice little bears and as well as dares. Bears mentioned, Rain Rock. But getting away with it, great stuff by Lone with the patience, but staying alive. Deltabolt, I love it. Immediately just going for the dare, saying like, hey, I could potentially snatch away a stock, but the recovery was good enough. And plenty of the seeds being tagged out through. What a parry!
Oh my god! Hello? The Lone playing out of his mind right now. This is crazy.
You've been starved for first place for so long, and you see the victory right there.
Lone might be the Sonics of this game, I'm not gonna lie. Might be Silver the Hedgehog. But today that might change. This Maypul is looking determined. Runs back in there. Immediately tracking this Forsburn down, but Deltabolt not going to take that lying down. Big back throw coming out, looking to get some pressure out off stage, and retreating back from ledge when you recognize it's not safe. Not overextending, which is going to be big against Maypul. Big backer though, not going to do it, but a very precarious angle.
Oh no! Went for the down strong instead. Thought it could have been better to go for it, but that's a huge sequence and in the wrong direction. Lone gets away with it, but nice spiked out, but even better DI to stay alive. Deltabolt fully charged up on there, could use it when forced off stage. But damn, that's gotta suck because Lone is playing so well. Doesn't get much off of that interaction, but being able to consistently stay alive, and Deltabolt can't go for the usual smoke interactions. Finally gets the combust to finish it, but Lone was able to get so much mileage off of that, Momo, and I'm a little scared.
A little scared. Lock back in because this is the last stock scenario. 90% here on this force. Again, you cannot be able to set up the smoke consistently all game. This Lone has been on top of that for making sure this Forsburn's life has not been easy. Gets back to that ledge. Does high recovery as well. This from Lone waiting for the overextend again. Big back here, so getting back into the mix. To extend here, retreating back and resetting yourself back, putting it back on your shoulders. There we go. Nice backer though, into the tether, and the forward air is going to close it out.
One of Maypul's biggest strengths in this game, I think I've talked with you before and I've talked with others, is just like the consistency of just being able to take stocks where if you get the mark rod there, forward tilt, any aerial at these like nice higher percents, it's just going to shut it out. It's really rare for a Maypul to have to deal with an opponent who is at like 200% unless something went terribly wrong.
Oh yeah, 100%. It's the thing that Lone's been doing so far so well is, again, like utilizing the speed instead of the defensive play. In this case, been full-on offense, where Forsburn cannot get the typical smoke setup whatsoever, and that's unfortunate because you are crippled from a pivotal part of your game plan. It's showing Deltabolt like has ideas to get set up here and tries to go for them when Lone's off stage and resetting back up, but like immediately as soon as they get back on, Maypul turns all the way back up.
Yeah, because like in the first game, like the first 2.5 stocks, it was going well for Deltabolt. Was able to consistently put up a good fight, played that neutral, played back, understanding what Lone wanted. But just quickly turned into disaster when Lone starts getting things that went Maypul's way, and a dash check like that's not going to do you any favors, especially when Lone is so on point with all of these conversions.
Very good stuff there. A big F strong there. Immediately turning the favor back for Deltabolt. And now getting that tether up immediately. And so back away from this force. Taking a lot of space here with these F bolts early on. Just like kind of tired of this Maypul running after things. Like, you know what? I'll do the same thing back. How you like my breath, man?
I like this build. I got this morning breath going on there. But hold up. Deltabolt once again threatening with these dares off stage, and if you're Lone, you just gotta be so careful not to slip up even once. We'll just get that stock eviscerated within a blink of an eye. Great pace. Can't get the dare reset afterwards, however, and that forward strong is gonna go ahead and get punished real quick. Stuck on the platforms again. I was expecting the wave land on there, but maybe something even better. Excellent recovery, but even better cutoff by Lone.
Good stuff there from Lone. And now looking to amp back up here. Deltabolt looking to somehow bring this back into their favor. It's been so tough of challenging this Maypul, especially with that shield. Operators coming through the Veil platform. So much damage. Down throw coming out. Whoa! In place as well. Not going to find that regrab just yet. Up throw's coming out. Into the forward air. Oh, goes the double one. A little too overzealous. So the tether's going to save you there, though.
And not close enough with the down strong either. So Lone lands their own instead. Doesn't feel too good, and you're stuck in the platform. Great to get up attack. You had to go for it. You cannot let these strongs continue to abuse you. But at 134, I don't know, Momo. Lone is just playing too good in this game number 2.
Fourth throw comes out. Nice recovery there. bypasses the ledge, but still 138%. One good conversion from this Maypul. Slow wraps for this game number 2 with a cape coming out of the F strong, and back to last scenario once more. But closing it out gets a little easier to that, especially with the tether into a forward air. And game number 2 again going to the part of Lone.
Yeah, we saw you usually see those like high percent comebacks like in the previous set. But it just doesn't work against Maypul. It was just like, I just need to land marker and then one good hit. And you're just gonna die. And Lone just played that so well. That moving platform on Jules Veil did no favors for Deltabolt. Oh, and running it back, wow.
Running it back to Jules Veil. I definitely think we had some remnants of good ideas that Delta was going for, like with those approaching down airs and the F tilt a lot too as well. It's just like, man, Lone's movement has been so crisp in the last games. It seems to be working out here again.
And this platform has literally just been favoring Lone this entire time. I don't think I've seen Deltabolt get much mileage off of it, just being stuck there, getting down strong on both ends, and leads to literally a stock and it's there. And Lone playing it back. We'll have to see what Deltabolt can do. It's usually tilting or it's confidence if you're going to go ahead and run back on a stage that you lost to and try to make it on back. And Lone says, you missed the ledge hog? I'm going to make you pay for it with your life.
Man, that's the thing with the playing this character or Forsburn. There's a lot of preemptive knowledge that goes into these things. And Lone can take advantage again, knocking off on the double down forward air. And pay the price for it with that tether through and through, saving you so much in this matchup so far.
And the dash attack double up. Finally, DI's right on the second time, but damage has already been done. Right there, but it wasn't off stage. Hopefully the down's wrong. It's not even enough. It just seems nothing can go wrong for Lone, Momo.
That, there we go, setting up with tether once more. Big up throws coming out, another forward air, and again, before being put in such precarious situations from the ledge. Finally gonna find the trade there with the back air, still not gonna do it. All the smoke of it as possibly can get set up, but it's immediately gone. Set up for a second, and just go like it's nobody's business. Back air still not gonna do it though.
Oh,
man. Okay. That works.
74%. We can come back with Forsburn. Be hella difficult and great stuff with these aerials. Lone getting that reversal. Missing the nair. Deltabolt getting away with it, but for how long? Yeah, the get up attack from ledge. You're surely gonna do it. Oh, wow! Lone messed that up. Oh, well, doesn't mess up that one.
Okay. Yep, go get hogging the ledge once more. So they're Lone now one stock away from moving on his winners finals with a 3-0 fashion, man. Lone looking phenomenal as ever right now. Big see from out of the corner. Resetting back up, looking to jump back in here with those nairs. Down strong coming out again. Oh, looking for the down airs. F tilt from the corner. Yeah, I mean, this Deltabolt is just swinging back from the corner here. Dash attacks again. Need to find something, anything to get set up here. Nice forward throw to a down tilt. Can we get something here at the ledge? We can't just really set those clones because, again, Lone's been running through them consistently.
And that's literally what I was talking about at the beginning. It's like, good luck trying to set up your smoke or anything. Maypul is just one of those characters that can just clean it up so easily, especially with how well the projectile just kind of arcs. As well as how many of these moves have just such good things and tools to work with. Lone going for deep. It just has the tether available so you can just kind of go for these risky plays. Excellent tech! And Deltabolt can't even get the finisher afterwards because of how good it was so far. And I don't know, Lone, at this point, just looking for a bad DI, has the tether available as well, falling down with that nair, and Deltabolt still alive, however.
Oh man, Deltabolt still hanging on, looking for another F tilt, but Lone now playing outside of that range. Now he worried about that shot coming out into the up air, tether into an up air like it's nobody's business. And with a swift and clean 3-0 victory, Lone takes it and moves on to the winner's side of Grand Finals and is looking to make history here today, finally.
Lone looks untouchable from how well that we've been watching every single one. Throughout this entire bracket, Lone is just looking better and better every single time. 2-0, 2-1, 3-1. and now 3-0. Never put into something of a bad position. And I think what really spoke about that set too is that like the first game was like kind of close, and then as the games went on, Momo, it just looked more and more like Lone was in control.